right, we're back. We are back.
Okay, we're back, by the way. Have you been there the whole time?
Oh, I
Ellie?
just came back.
Okay. Well, we're just talking to you at that exact moment,
Well,
ironically.
I'm leaving again.
Okay.
Alan just woke up.
All right. We're going to play some
Lucy,
trivia.
welcome back.
We're going to play some
Ooh,
trivia. How about
trivia.
this, okay?
All right.
The rule here is not to yell out the answer because that would be disastrous, okay?
Yeah.
Some of this is historical. Some of this is Michigan specific.
Yeah.
Some people may not have even know what I'm talking about because my mind's weird. I'm making up some of these questions. And so we got to figure out a way that somebody can. I mean, we can do the raise the hand in the Zoom, but I don't think that's fair. We just have to look to see if someone thinks they have the answer and they raise their hand, and we'll give everyone a chance. I don't know because once the first person gives it, it's either gonna be right or wrong.
That's right.
All right. So
That's right.
here's the first question: Who was the first Attorney General to write an Attorney General opinion about marijuana in Michigan?
Ooh.
Jim Power's hand went up.
Mike Cox.
That's correct. What cities that had dispensaries were the first rated in the state of Michigan? There are two of them.
Ooh. Oh, you have to name both or just one?
Both.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Williamsburg.
I should say and criminally charged.
I think still was Daggett. I think Daggett.
Right.
Good question.
But the first two.
What are you thinking, the Lapeer Big Daddy one or whatever? Just kidding. Yeah, I was trying to lean towards the Ferndale Waterford, which was Yoakum County. That to me was like more.
That
right.
Ferndale was the one that stood out in my mind.
Waterford was Bunzanzo's.
No. There was a Waterford case.
Yeah.
Oh.
My.
Candy and Candy Joe and.
I mean, yeah. There's still like
at two places. Yeah.
Brian Vaughn.
Yeah.
With the doorman and stuff. Later. All right, that's one. How about, and I don't know, but in my mind, this is it. Who are the first persons that we knew that to be arrested for medical marijuana in the state of Michigan?
The guy that went by King Diamond or whatever, he was one of them, right? And Bob Redden was one of them.
Yeah.
And Tory, of course.
Tory, yeah.
Yeah, Bob and Tory.
Okay, that's some of the Michigan for those listening. Let's see how some other goes. What is the first country to legalize recreational cannabis in the universe, in the world, I guess?
Was it Uruguay?
True. Although, if I'm not mistaken, North Korea has never made marijuana illegal. It's always been. It's one of the few countries that.
Yeah. They love their weed in North Korea.
That's certainly a place
They
you'd like to
haven't-
gamble with it.
No.
They're
you know?
not.
And
They're
if-
not
if
influenced.
Any place, North Korea is certainly a place you want to test the boundaries.
Yeah.
That's right.
They,
Good
you know,
idea.
They're not like influenced by the UN and shit like that, and they really have not seen any real issues with cannabis use. In fact, they think the workers are a little bit better off when they have it around. So that's why that hasn't been a big deal there.
Imagine that. Hasn't been a big deal.
Jamie's been studying North Korean politics and social farming, and it has developed his opinion after much studies where he can simply say that the North Korea is not a bad place because they smoke. No, I'm kidding. It's funny. It's like you're so opinionated of it.
It's better than as horrible as it could be.
No, of course. It's just it was like the cannabis opinion for all things, like global politics, world, like international farming, Anyway, so
Yeah.
here we go.
Here we go.
True or false? The Declaration of Independence was or was not drafted on hemp paper. True or false?
True.
Who was that?
It's an urban legend, accordingly, and unfortunately, it's just a legend. I don't know. I don't know what the source is. What source am I reading from? It cannot be
I
true.
was wondering why the long delay. I mean,
I was so.
I thought that was true.
It is true. The reason we know it's true is that back then 90% of all paper usage was hemp paper. The final draft of the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution was put on parchment.
That's right. That's what it says right here. So it's a urban myth.
Urban myth.
But the drafts were on hemp paper.
That doesn't count.
First drafts.
That doesn't count, Alan.
But that was the question he asked, though.
Whether the drafts were on the...
No,
drafts
I
were...
asked, is it true?
Alan's trying to stick up for me over here.
I know.
He's trying to get me in the Zoom room, you know. Just, let's go with it.
He just asked about the Declaration of Independence, and Alan leaped to the drafts.
This is what
He
happened.
did.
I think that's what happened.
When you answer the wrong question, you blame the person asking the question that they asked it wrong. That's what he's doing. I get that. Yeah, touche.
I just
I'm
want
answering exactly what I think I was asked.
to get Amanda in a breakout room.
All right, take it easy
Ooh,
over there.
Amanda.
There's a guy that looked like you that came in here a little while ago. It was the craziest thing.
Yeah.
You were like, okay. Here you go.
It's like a
True or
Rastafari
false?
and Santa Claus.
Check him out.
True or
We
false?
did.
Beer and
We did.
cannabis are cousins. Now think about the
True,
family tree.
true.
That's
Yes,
true.
yes.
How is that?
Hops.
The hops.
Those hops, baby.
Hops, which is
Hops.
humulus lupulus, not to be confused
Humulus
with
lupulus.
not to be confused with hummus. Humulus
Lupulus.
lupulus
Which is also delicious.
and cannabis are both members of the Cannabisaceae family.
No.
Cannabaceae.
Contain terpenes and terpenoids,
Yeah.
but hops lack the.
Psychoactive
Right,
effects.
there you go.
But
No wonder I used to
still-
like beer.
And it's quite bitter. Quite bitter.
I mean, this is silly, but
I think they've got THC infused beer now, don't they, Jamie? Isn't that the thing?
It exists. Yeah.
Yeah.
What year was the first year that the arrest for cannabis possession took place, and name the state?
Oh. Can I look it up on Google?
Would have been 1937 and probably Virginia.
I think it was Missouri.
Or 1938. It had to be 38 because it was illegal in 37. 38.
It was Missouri.
1937, Denver, Colorado.
What?
Oy.
How's that possible? Guess they weren't so progressive. back
Mr.
then.
Samuel R. Caldwell.
Oh. Sammy Call? No, that's too bad.
Unreal.
It's too
Bad
bad.
news.
That's what started it all.
Yeah.
Name the length of time in the United States' history and pre-formation, the number of years that cannabis was illegal.
Illegal?
Yeah.
None.
Well, since 1937 till now.
Yeah, but not before then.
Right, exactly. It was legal all the time.
Yeah.
That's an important historical fact, right? A lot of people may not realize that.
Yeah.
Why did it become illegal?
Because of Anslinger, he had nothing to do after
They were
Prohibition
used to
wrapped up.
Justify his job.
He was
That's
about ready
right.
to lose his job.
He had
so
to do something. Might as well
we made
pick on the
some shit up,
minorities.
and they
yeah.
believed him.
Yeah, that's right.
He needed some attention to get away from the closet that he was hiding in.
Yeah.
William Randolph Hearst, Secretary, Treasury Secretary Mellon, they were all part of it.
Yeah.
What
Okay.
is the earliest evidence of human cannabis consumption?
The earliest evidence?
Was that stuff discovered in Israel? With they found some religious hashish.
That was the more recent one. This may be, yes, there was.
There's this 5,000-year-old, a couple of things. The thing in Israel, and there's the Chinese shaman. But there's this date of, I forgot what, 2,800 something, 2,300 something, in which it's confirmed that
2,500-year-old cemetery in Central Asia, in far west China, and found the oldest concrete evidence of cannabis consumption. Traces of cannabinoids from the area had been discovered previously, but this study was different. It was previously unclear whether the cannabis was used for consumption or ritual purpose. The 2019 study found the cannabis had been burned and contained THC, whereas previous cannabis samples had not.
Huh.
Is it possible that there be trace amounts of cannabis in the air that we breathe?
Sure.
Hopefully.
Yeah, especially if you're, around Jamie Lowell.
Is it possible? Yes or no? Someone commit to an answer.
Yes, of course it is.
Probability factor goes way up.
2012 study found trace amounts of cannabis present in Italy's air.
Imagine that.
The study found cannabis wafting around the Colosseum
Yeah.
and the Pantheon, as well as in 7 other Italian cities. Researchers monitored 8 big cities of Italy over 1 year, started in May 2010. Ironically, cannabis is illegal still.
Yeah, I mean, you can go to Ann Arbor for hash bash and quickly realize it can
Talk
travel
about
through the
wafting.
air. That's right. That's right. A lot of wafting.